Pasta, a culinary masterpiece, holds a cherished place in Italian cuisine. Its origins can be traced back centuries, entwined with myths and legends. Many believe that pasta's roots stretch back to ancient Etruscan and Roman civilizations. One popular legend credits Marco Polo with bringing pasta back to Italy from his travels to the east. However, historical evidence suggests that pasta was already present in Italy before Marco Polo's return. Over the centuries, each region of Italy developed its own unique pasta shapes and sauces. Today, homemade pasta continues to be a cherished tradition in Italy, passed down through generations. The essence of authentic Italian pasta lies in its simplicity. The finest pasta relies on just 3 essential ingredients: high-quality 00 flour, fresh eggs, and a touch of salt. 00 flour, named for its fine texture, is the gold standard for pasta making. This flour, milled from durum wheat, is prized for its high gluten content, which gives pasta its characteristic elasticity and bite. Fresh, large eggs, preferably free-range, are another essential ingredient in authentic Italian pasta. Eggs add richness, color, and flavor to the dough, while also contributing to its structure. A pinch of salt enhances the flavor of the pasta and strengthens the gluten in the dough. The combination of these 3 simple ingredients forms the foundation for countless pasta variations. Each variation has its own unique character, reflecting the diversity of Italian culinary traditions. Making pasta from scratch is a rewarding culinary adventure that allows you to connect with Italian tradition and heritage. Ingredients: 1 cup 00 flour, 2 large eggs, and half a teaspoon of fine sea salt. These simple ingredients are the foundation of authentic pasta. Instructions: on a clean work surface, mound the flour and create a well in the center. This well will hold the eggs and salt. Crack the eggs into the well and add the salt. This step is crucial for combining the ingredients evenly. Using a fork, gently whisk the eggs and salt together, gradually incorporating the flour. This ensures a smooth mixture. As the mixture thickens, start using your fingers to bring the dough together. This helps in forming a cohesive dough. Once a shaggy dough forms, transfer it to a lightly floured surface and begin kneading. Kneading develops the gluten. Continue kneading for 8 to 10 minutes or until the dough becomes smooth and elastic. This texture is key for perfect pasta. Shape the kneaded dough into a smooth ball, wrap it tightly in plastic wrap, and let it rest at room temperature for at least 30 minutes. This step is essential for the dough's texture. This resting period allows the gluten to relax, making the dough easier to roll out. Now you're ready to shape your pasta into any form you desire. Kneading is a crucial step in pasta making, essential for developing the gluten structure. As you knead the dough, you are aligning the gluten strands, creating a network that traps air bubbles. The warmth from your hands helps to activate the gluten and create a more cohesive dough. The ideal pasta dough should be smooth, elastic, and slightly springy to the touch. If the dough feels too dry, add a teaspoon of water at a time, kneading well after each addition. Conversely, if the dough feels too wet or sticky, sprinkle in a tablespoon of flour at a time. The kneading process is not merely a mechanical task, but a sensory experience. As you work the dough, you will feel its texture transform, becoming more elastic and responsive. This tactile feedback is crucial for judging the redness of the dough and ensuring a perfect pasta every time. Once the dough has rested, it's time to unleash your creativity and transform it into an array of pasta shapes. This is where the magic truly begins, as you can craft a variety of pasta types that will delight any palate. The possibilities are endless, from long ribbon-like strands of tagliatelle to delicate bow-tie-shaped farfalle. Each shape has its own unique texture and ability to hold different types of sauces. Lightly flour your work surface and divide the dough into manageable portions. This will make it easier to roll out and shape the pasta without it sticking or tearing. Using a rolling pin or a pasta machine, roll out the dough to your desired thickness. The thickness of the dough will affect the cooking time and the texture of the final pasta. For long pasta shapes like tagliatelle, roll out the dough into a thin sheet and lightly dust it with flour. This prevents the pasta from sticking together when you cut it. Tightly roll up the sheet of dough into a cylinder and use a sharp knife to cut it into your desired width. This method ensures even, consistent strands of pasta. Unfurl the cut pasta strands and spread them out on a lightly floured surface to dry slightly. This step helps the pasta maintain its shape and texture when cooked. For shapes like ravioli, roll out the dough into thin sheets and use a cookie cutter or a knife to cut out desired shapes. The uniformity of the shapes will ensure even cooking. Fill half of the cutouts with your desired filling, moisten the edges with water, and top with the remaining cutouts. This creates a seal that keeps the filling inside during cooking. Press down firmly around the edges to seal the filling inside. Ensuring a tight seal prevents the filling from leaking out while boiling, giving you perfect ravioli every time. Cooking pasta properly is just as important as making the dough. The process of cooking pasta can make or break your dish, transforming it from ordinary to extraordinary. The key to perfectly cooked pasta is to achieve that elusive al dente texture, firm to the bite yet tender and cooked through. This balance is what makes pasta so delightful. Bring a large pot of salted water to a rolling boil. The size of the pot is crucial to give the pasta enough room to cook evenly. The water should be as salty as seawater, which enhances the flavor of the pasta. This step is often overlooked but is essential for seasoning the pasta from within. Add the pasta to the boiling water and stir gently to prevent sticking. Stirring also helps to cook the pasta evenly. Fresh pasta cooks much faster than dried pasta, usually between 2 to 4 minutes. Keep a close eye on it to avoid overcooking. Start checking for doneness a minute or two before the suggested cooking time. This ensures you catch it at the perfect moment. To test for doneness, fish out a piece of pasta and bite into it. This is the most reliable way to check if it's cooked to your preference. It should be cooked through but still have a slight resistance in the center, known as al dente. This texture is what gives pasta its characteristic bite. Once the pasta is cooked to your liking, drain it immediately in a colander, reserving some of the pasta water. This starchy water can be used to enhance your sauce. In Italy, pasta is more than just a food, it's a way of life. It's a symbol of family, tradition, and the simple pleasures of sharing a delicious meal with loved ones. Homemade pasta holds a special place in the hearts of Italians, representing a connection to their culinary heritage. From Sunday family lunches to celebratory feasts, pasta is always at the heart of Italian gatherings. The act of making pasta from scratch is a ritual, a time for families to come together and create memories. The aroma of freshly cooked pasta evokes memories of cozy kitchens and the comforting presence of loved ones. It's a reminder that some things, like the love of good food and the importance of family, are timeless and universal.